The next Gone Too Soon is gonna be pretty long, so here's something to hold you anime talkers over while it's being made. So I've realized I've been talking a lot about manga that I love. And well, that's all well and good, but I like chaos. But like a indexed, ordered sort of chaos, right? Anyways, I want to talk about some manga that I don't like. With all that said, here's 4 manga you shouldn't read. Number 1 is Mashal, Magic and Muscles. From the first inkling of writing on this manga, I knew that from the bottom of my heart, this manga was shit. This is the magic realm. Now, y'all know my pet peeves. Aside from the unnecessary wording, I hate stories that tell and don't show. We have brainlet writers. I know this is a shonen, but even a 13-year-old can put 2 and 2 together. And don't even get me started on the look of the main character. What were they going for? If Mob and Justin Bieber had a roided up love child? Honestly, I winced my way through the first chapter of this manga, and they just kept using unnecessary wording that just made me mad. Not to mention, nothing really makes sense at all. The main character's father was about to kill himself and then found some random ass baby on a roof? Like, what? Now, even though I do think this manga is an overall shit show, I can say in the first chapter there are some highlights. Kinda cool action with a badly delivered concept. That's all I have to say about this manga. A minimal out of 10. Number 2 is Ghost Reaper Girl. Idiotic name aside, why is this not in usual manga format? I know it's such a small, unimportant detail, but for some reason all these mangas piss me off from the very start with some small detail that I don't like. Then the problems I have get bigger and bigger. One of the bigger problems being the characters. Reading the first 2 chapters wasn't too much of a drag, but it's hard getting past the fact that one of the main characters, Kai, is a pedophile. I mean, he's a lolicon. Japan in their terminology. Anyways, we have a cutesy 28-year-old woman who looks like a little girl, perverted lolicon ghost reaper, and a Nico man cat servant. Oof. I am not the demographic of this manga. 3 chapters in, and there's a fever dream of attractive men cooking for our main character. Guess it's kinda cute if you're into that stuff, but like I said, I'm not the main demographic. All in all, I don't recommend this. Lolicon out of 10. Number 3 is Tokyo Manji Revengers. I love this manga. Like, I really loved it. For some reason, it hit a special place in my heart. In a world filled with anime all about crazy superpowers and magic and having the world at stake, it's nice to read something about normal people in semi-normal circumstances. It's a delinquent gang manga about perseverance and struggle, and even about growing up. Yet, as the manga nears its end, it gets extremely muddled in trying, emphasis on trying, to wrap up an already confusing mess of a story. Certain plot lines go nowhere and some of the last arcs just seem completely useless. Takamichi isn't the worst character in the world, but for someone who can't fight at all, he should at least try and be smart. But he's barely even that. Don't read this unless you enjoyed disappointments. I give it a Kisaki out of 10. And last but not least, we have Dragon Ball Super. I heard this manga was getting better and slightly better than the shit show that the anime is. I read up to the Moro arc and I dropped it from there. Man, I know I said TMR was a disappointment, but everyone who said this arc was good lied to me. I mean, it was sort of okay, I guess, but still no redeeming qualities to make me praise the manga at all. The biggest reason this hasn't ended yet? I really wonder why. Shout out to the Dragon Ball fans still keeping up with the series, and well, I'm sorry. Well, I shouldn't be sorry, Toriyama should be, and Gohan should have been the main character of Z.